Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
So this is a bit of a random impromptu video that we thought we would... it's easier to say it in a video than it is to like type it out on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, we've been through like all the emotions today involving our Disneyland Paris trip, which we're going on very soon. And we're recording this 2 days ago, so we're recording this on the Friday.
What's the date today? 10th?
10th, I think, yeah. So let's start from the beginning then, shall we? So we woke up this morning, and what I tend to do in the morning is check emails, see if anything important's come through. And well, actually yesterday, in terms of this video, I received a message from what are they called? So the train company, I imagine it is in France. So that's the SNCF. And they sent an email, and first of all it was all in French, but if I scrolled down then it was in English, and it told me that our first trip on the Eurostar, because if you are new to our channel, we were going to go to Disneyland Paris on the Eurostar. So the first trip, they said, wasn't going to be affected by the strikes that are happening over there. And then this morning when I checked my emails, I had another email from them, but this time telling us that our return trip would be affected by the strike.
Cancelled.
Yeah. Actually, I've got it here. So it says, we regret to inform you that your train for the journey on is cancelled due to national strike. We advise you to contact your travel agent or your original selling point for terms and conditions for exchanges and refunds.
When we originally checked on the Eurostar website, it said that the strikes were ending on the 12th. So we thought, we'll be fine. But apparently not.
No.
So it was a bit of a shock because we woke up this morning expecting to go next week, and they kind of just sent this email saying it's cancelled.
Yeah. Sort it out.
We were like, oh no, because we booked hotels and everything.
Yeah, and we really wanted to go. We didn't want to cancel it, and we just put out the day before. We just put out our announcement.
I know, it was really bad timing.
So we went into sort of like. Not panic mode. No. I wouldn't say we were panicky. We just sort of thought about the different options and things we could do. So the first thing we did was it get in touch with Eurostar first of all?
First of all, we got in touch with Eurostar to claim a refund.
Yeah.
So with Eurostar, you can actually either ask for a refund or you can postpone your trip and pick another date. But we don't have any plans yet to go back, so we didn't really know what date to put.
Yeah.
So we just kind of wanted a refund for the whole thing. And eventually, by the end of the day, they did agree to a refund, which is good. It was a bit of to and from, a bit of emailing.
Well, the problem was, so I presume they were getting their info, so they went off and checked, and they came back and said, oh, actually, the trains are running.
Which confused us.
And so I said, oh, well, hang on a minute, I've been sent this message from that company. So then I sent that, and then they checked the company's website, and they said, oh, well, that train that's telling you is cancelled is actually still running. So it was just really confusing. But
because we've been sent that from the French website or the French rail service, we didn't want to risk it because we have to be back because Martyn has work.
Yeah.
And also, we just didn't want to be stranded.
And also what was strange is because we put out the video saying that we were going to be going on the Eurostar, and then a number of you, even some of you who are living over in France, were actually telling us to be careful. And then I think some of you even said that you had this experience where, because it's not the actual Eurostar bit from London...
I don't think so.
...to France. I don't think it's that bit. It's like the bit where you get off and then you change trains.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And it's that part which has been cancelled or affected or not cancelled, depending on who you talk to. So we just thought, the last thing we want is to go to Disneyland Paris, one of our favourite places, get an email saying that something's cancelled, and then have to try and find an alternative route. I think somebody said that they even had to fly back because they had no other choice.
Yeah, well, that's the only way, really. If you don't have a car, you either have to fly or do the Eurostar.
Yeah.
Can't really get through the tunnel otherwise.
So that was that section. So then we needed to decide, well, how are we going to... We still are going, just to clear that up. We won't let anything stop us. And so the next thing we did was actually, we have been in communication with the Eurotunnel about working with them again this year, which we're very excited about. We absolutely love the Eurotunnel, as you'll know from previous trips.
Because they gifted us our last trip.
Yeah, so we've used them quite a lot. And we just sort of thought, well, let's ask if they've got any spaces on board. Yeah, any availability on board, the ones that are going those dates, because obviously it's quite close to when we're going to go. So that's what we did. We sent through and just said, oh, we're wondering if there's any space on any of these. And we were just inquiring so that we could then pay and use the Eurotunnel, because they're not going to be affected by the strikes.
Yeah.
And then the person that we have a conversation with came back, and she said that she was sad to hear about everything that had happened. And I don't know, it's just like, I can't believe it. They have gifted us a free trip.
I know. They saved the day. They literally saved the day.
To get over there. So I've actually, I mean, a big credit goes as well to, because I don't have my own car at the moment. I'm insured on your mum's car, so we didn't have that originally. So a big thank you to her for allowing me to use it. And then, yeah, the Eurotunnel for being absolute gems, absolute stars, for having so much support for us, that they would help us out like this. We actually can't believe it.
Yeah, we're very, very grateful. And we're just so happy that we actually get to go.
Yeah.
It's still happening.
It is happening. So change of plan. We are not now using the Eurostar. We are using the Eurotunnel. And what has worked out well is that we're getting quite an early Eurotunnel, which means that we're going to be able to go, because we got the free parking on the annual passes, because the hotel won't be ready by the time we get there, because it's going to be quite early in the morning, we're going to go straight to the parks.
We actually might get there a little bit earlier than had we gone on the Eurostar. But yeah, it's all still on. Obviously it'll be different. We'll be travelling on the Eurotunnel, but we are so excited. And yeah, we just want to say a huge thank you to the lovely people at Eurotunnel for gifting us this trip on the Eurotunnel. And yeah, they've made our trip next week possible again. Yeah. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
And if you have never used the Eurotunnel before and you're interested, I actually did a whole video on the booking process and what it's like. So if you want to check that out, I'll put it in the description box below. But we also just wanted to make sure that you're also just double checking your trips.
Yeah.
Because we're just a bit concerned about everybody else now.
Yeah, I think if you're going within January, just double check. I know you can check on the Eurostar website, there's a link, but I'm not sure how in advance they know about the strike and what trains are going to be affected. So I meant just keep in the back of your mind to keep double checking if you're going soon, because yeah, we obviously don't want you guys to miss out if you are going on the Eurostar. And hopefully it's all fine. I know people that have travelled and it's been fine. Yeah,
well, it's like we still don't know whether that train that we were meant to have is cancelled or whether it's going, but we just couldn't afford to
risk it. I think I've heard something about replacement buses as well. So there's a lot to keep in mind if you are travelling to France on the Eurostar over the next month or so whilst the strike's still on. But yeah, anyway, happy ending to our day. So
we managed to get it all sorted, and what we've done is DLP Report actually put up the programmes for the Star Wars celebration and the Frozen celebration. We've printed those out, highlighted what we want to go and see, and now we need to work through this evening which times we want to go to. So it's very exciting. There's more Star Wars stuff than I actually thought.
Yeah, and more Frozen stuff.
We didn't even realise that there is... So there's the show that's inside where you used to do all the drawings, but there's also the show in the actual Disneyland Paris park on the stage.
We think outside the castle, we think.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you've been. But we think there is a Frozen show outside the castle too. So.
And that's more like focused on Frozen 2.
Yeah. I'm so excited. It feels surreal, and even more surreal now, because there was a moment this morning where we thought, oh no, we're going to have to film a video saying, unfortunately, we're not going.
Yeah. This was going to go one or two ways.
Yeah. But again, a huge thank you to Eurotunnel, and we will see you in the next video, which is going to be our bucket list video.
Yes.
So yeah. Make sure you follow us on our Instagrams so that you can keep up to date with live updates from Disneyland Paris. And I think that's everything, isn't it?
I believe so.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.